What up, what up, what up? Yo, peace in the Middle East and everywhere around the globe, in every ghetto, in every city. Fab Five Freddy here, your MTV Raps, getting ready to kick into the second half, the flavor half, you know what I'm saying? Thank my man Ed and Dre for holding it down. And now, I want to introduce my guest, one of the strongest females to get into the rap game, the Lady of Rage.
What's up, y'all?
What's up, Rage?
Nothing much.
You know what I'm saying? Your Rage got major flavor, you know what I'm saying? We're going to spend our hour tonight hanging out with Rage, you know, talking about her situation as she blows up in the hip-hop world, in the rap community, and back in New York, right, Rage?
Back in New York. There's no place like New York.
Definitely.
I love it.
I mean, Rage got flavors on both coasts, you know what I'm saying? She goes back. But we're going to, like I said, spend some time talking to you, find out what's been going on and what's coming up in the future. But right now, we're going to start off showing some love to Rage and showing some love to my man, Heavy D. And the video is...
Got nothing but love for you, baby.
Uh-huh. Hang out, y'all. Yo, MTV Raps. Big up every time.
Yo, this is Rage still on Yo MTV Raps, and don't y'all go anywhere because I'm gonna be right back with my man Fab Five Freddy, and we're gonna get deep like anchors. So y'all stay tuned, all right?
Like buried treasure, you know what I'm saying? And Rage.
Yes, sir.
Let's start off where it all began. Now, Farmsville, Virginia is
Farmville
is where Rage is from. And when I was a wee lad, I went to a camp down there called Pine Ridge. We just had a little discussion. Rage didn't believe it, but I remember Prince Edward Lake.
Once he said Prince Edward Lake, then I knew he was legit.
You know what I'm saying? So,
but not too many people know about Farmville.
I know, the population is only 6,000 people.
I mean, well, it might be larger now, but you know, it's a small town.
It's a small town, but it's got flavor.
Don't underestimate them.
There you go. So, Rage, tell us about your beginnings in Farmsville and how you ended up in all these different cities that you ended up in.
I used to write poetry, and after I heard the Sugar Hill Gang, I just figured that was another form of poetry, so, you know, I stepped it up a little bit. And so after I graduated, before I graduated, I was in a group, Legion of Doom, with my friend Joey and Terrence Lockett. And Joey was telling me, you know, well, you need a name because you don't have a name. So I used to have a temper. I used to get mad all the time and blow up, stuff like that. So he was just calling names off, and he said, the Lady of Rage. I was like, say that again? He's like, the Lady of Rage. So I was like, oh, that's it right there. So after I graduated, I went to Texas for a while. After I went to Texas, a lot of people heard me, you know, and they said, well, you should pursue this, you know, you're really good at it, so you should try to, you know, get into it. So as a stepping stone to get to that. So I went from Houston to Arkansas, from Arkansas to New York, because the saying was...
Wait, New York. Let's pause right there. That's a good point to hold it, because then we're going to get into the next chapter in Rage's journey, you know what I'm saying? And of course, we're going to end up how she got to the Death Row camp.
Right.
But speaking of the Death Row camp, my man, Dr. Dre, that's when me and Rage really got to be friends, because I spent practically my whole last summer with Dr. Dre out there in LA, and the video right now is Let Me Ride.
So if she came out here with the guts that she had, you know, I have guts too, and I want the same thing. So I was figuring that, yeah, well, I could do the same thing. If I have to live in a shelter, if I have to eat other people's food, if, you know, you really got to sacrifice. If you want something, it's not just going to drop in your lap. It's not just going to come to you. You got to go out there. You got to have determination and will and drive, and that's what I had.
That's true. And when you came to New York, as the story goes, you got a job at the very famous recording studio Chung King, where a lot of early rap hits were made. And is it true that you slept on the couch at Chung
I used
King?
to live there. Used to wash up in the sink with coffee pots. They didn't have hot water. I had to use the coffee water to make it hot and take it in there. But, you know, a lot of people, if a lot of people didn't come there a lot, they would have never known, because it was nothing like, can you please help me? I don't have nowhere to go. You know, it was, you know, I had pride about myself, but, you know, I had to do what I had to do, and that's what I did. And a lot of people knew about it, but, you know, a lot of people helped. Well, Chubb Rock, that's my man. He helped me out, and he was going to work with me, but Dr. Dre gave me that call.
I know, and I heard you didn't believe it until he sent you that ticket.
Yeah.
And then it's time for us to go into another video.
Yeah.
And when we come back, we're going to pick up how she ended up in Cali, Death Row, right?
Yeah.
Now, this next video, Queen Latifah, A Weekend Love.
Yeah, the weekend's coming up now.
What you doing?
What you doing? You available? I need a weekend love.
If I can get a massage.
Fine.
Yeah, we got it. Yo, Queen Latifah, Weekend Love with Tony Rebel. You know what I'm saying? On Yo MTV Raps. Big up.
Yeah.
World right now with Rage, Yo MTV Raps, you know what I'm saying? And the flavor's real. And the story continues. Because now Dre has sent Rage a ticket. She was sleeping on the couch at Chung King Recording Studio where LL, Cool J, Run DMC, Beastie Boys, Slick Rick, and so many top artists made their records. And now you on your way out to Death Row where you become the first lady of rap.
Yeah, I share the throne with Jewel. I'm the first lady of rap. She's the first lady of
R&B, strong singing.
Yeah. But yeah, I went out there. He called me. He was like, yeah, this is Dr. Dre. I heard you on LA Posse's album. I'm getting a new record label together. I wanted to know if you wanted to come to Cali and be down on it. So I was like, well, how do I know you're Dr. Dre? And he's like, it's only one way to find out. And he sent me a ticket. So I got out there and I met Snoop and Warren G and Nate Dogg and everybody. And yeah, the Pound hadn't come along yet. They hadn't come along yet. But when they hit the scene, they hit hard. So, you know, and we formed, you know, this strong camp we have now. And
that's interesting because I noticed when you guys are together, there's a strong sense of family between Snoop, between Rage and Corrupt. It's like they kind of, you see that there's a vibe. It's like Rage is everybody's little sister. You know what I'm saying? They kind of look out for you, which is what I want to ask. Where, of course, Dre gets a lot of flack and Snoop and them for using the word biatch and hizzo and all of that stuff. But how do you feel? Because I understand, you know, there's a whole different situation. Because I understand you've never used the word.
Right. I don't use the word, and I feel that when they say those words, that's what they're talking to. You know, you have people out there that are those people, and that's who they're talking to. They're not talking to people like me or Sharitha, which is my management, you know, the strong black women that's out there that's respecting themselves and that's carrying themselves in a way that they don't have to get this. He's not talking to us, so don't take it personally when you hear that. Don't take it personally because he's not talking to you, and you know.
But tell me, has it ever kind of rubbed you the wrong way in any times when you hear Dre and them say that, or do you feel you understand
it did, and I asked them, I was like, well, what is your definition of that? And they broke it down to me, and they explained it to me, and they was like, well, you're not one, so don't worry about it. So I was like, cool, I'm not, and you know, that's how I look at it.
Oh, wow, we getting that big signal in the back, which kind of means it's time to pay a few bills, and it's also time to show a video. Yo, MTV Raps, baby. We gonna get into something new from them brothers Outkast and, what is this?
Southern Playalistic Cadillac music, that's what it is.
Yo, it's a Mac thing.